Do it for my mama, do it for my father. Family affair, my whole family in here. I do it for the block, do it for the soldiers, do it for the sport, do it for the culture. I'm undisputed, yeah, I'm undisputed. Do it for my father, do it for my mother. It's a family affair, my whole family in here. I did it for the past, I did it for the future, I did it for us all. That's why I'm undisputed.
The crowd has been waiting for this one for a very long time. Welcome to the CompuBox Academy. I'm Todd Grisham. Next to me is Johnny Nelson.
Hi, Todd. Nice to be here with you.
It's time for our tale of the tape. It's Sugar Ray Leonard, always fit and trim, 145 pounds, 5 foot 9 inches tall with a reach of 70.5. And up against him in this one, Jaime Munguia, 183 centimeters tall with a reach of an identical 183 centimeters.
We'll be talking about this fight for years to come. This is one of those classic fights that everybody wants to see.
Sugar Ray Leonard, an undisputed welterweight champion, and he won world titles in 5 weight classes. Here comes Jaime the Beast Munguia, very intimidating, fighting out of Tijuana.
This bout is scheduled for 10 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, presenting one of the all-time greats, the Hall of Fame legend of boxing, A5 division.
And this one has all of those big fight feels. We're expecting an all-out offensive display. Those counter punches have to hurt. Someone's will cave, but which fighter will it be? They both want a highlight reel knockout. We've seen this fighter in the past go 12 rounds and not have a mark on their face. That's what happens when you stick and move, you hit and you don't get hit.
These are my kind of fights, boxing on the edge of the ring, using the jab, using the footwork, moving left to right. It's like a bull in a matador.
Nice counter shot. Nice idea with the jab, but does not land. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. The perfect counter lands. Punch, counter punch. And Jaime Munguia just got rocked. And apparently no rest for the weary. Thought about taking a breath, but instead, they're in there throwing bombs again.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once, they know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense, work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
And he scores with the counter. Talk about Leonard in that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
Well, we've just taken a big breath, and here we go again. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
done with that counter shot. There's a counter shot. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
And he misses with the left uppercut. When you're training to fight a swarmer, you've got to focus on your conditioning because they will push you to the edge of your limits.
You are fighting a swarmer. Be smart, be sharp, concentrate, but you've got to be confident. Do not dance his dance, because that swarmer, once you do that, you're giving a man a chance that shouldn't have one.
Sugar Ray Leonard days! Leonard took a big shot and down he goes! I don't care who you are. When you get caught with a body shot like that, you're going down.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Give me your ball.
Let's talk about Leonard in that last round. Boy, this next round. Let's get it started in round 3. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with it.
The winner of this surely will get a world title shot. And he misses with that jab. The jab slightly off target. Punch, counter punch. They've got to use their jab better in this fight. Only catching air with that hook. You don't see a lot of welterweights that can bring you one-punch KO power, but these two can.
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
Nice counter shot. The straight right just misses. Misses with the jab. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Leonard in that last round. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them. Back at it in round 4. After that last round, something has got to change.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
There's a counter shot. There's a big difference between being the aggressor and the effective aggressor. Which type are we seeing so far?
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight, fiery fight. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
The jab not finding its target. Unlucky to miss with that jab. They exchange punches. They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've done in the ring with fights like that, and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
Do you believe this? Throws the jab, but does not score. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Leonard in that last round. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved by the... On to the fifth we go. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
A perfect counter shot. Bombs away. Don't let this fighter's speed fool you. There's some method to the madness. These are precision shots, and they're coming at lightning speed.
What you've got to do, Toddy, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know where the shots are coming from. You just got to put in the guess.
Counter shot lands. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Oh, Leonard just got rocked. Now that is a massive knockdown. Let's take another look.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods. 1, 2, 3, 4.
So back into the fray again, but how much do they have left?
The corner needs to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what their fight is capable of doing and what their fight can and cannot take. This is going to be a tough decision to make.
Final 10 seconds here, unless we get some late drama. I think we all know who won this round. Talk about Leonard in that last round. Let's start the sixth. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff him.
Jab misses. And just as quickly as the action slows down, it heats back up. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. I think it's safe to say one of these fighters certainly has a significant speed advantage. You can tell who it is.
Some fighters are just gifted. Gifted with such hand speed, footwork, movement. They are gifted. They are the chosen few.
Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Beautiful counter punch. Missed him with that uppercut. Big hook. Good thing it didn't land. one of them want this to go to the judges' scorecard. A perfect counter lands. Let's talk about Leonard in that last round. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a... And there's the bell for round 7. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and start it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Well, with welterweights, they sometimes bring you the best of both worlds. Fast hands and power.
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Sugar Ray's in trouble. How about that impact? Let's see that again in slow motion.
I've got to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
So this fight will continue, but how can they get back into this bout?
Look at his corner, look at the instructions. They're telling him to calm down, make the most of the count, get up, breathe and move, get behind the referee, save yourself a bit of time. You just need to make your way back to the corner, somehow get to the end of the round.
He's got the advantage halfway through the round.
No doubt at all. You can see who's winning, you can see who's got it in hand, you can see who's comfortable, or it's a bit of a mousetrap.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Missing with that right hook. Total domination with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Leonard in that last round. That'll be a 10-8 round for sure with the knock. And there's the bell for round 8. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
Nice counter shot. Neither fighter willing to slow down. You've heard the phrase, finding a second win. I don't think I need to tell you which one of these fighters needs to find it.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Back and forth they go. Neither fighter willing to back down.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Can't land that jab. You don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. Beautiful counter shot. And just as quickly as it slows down, it heats back up. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Leonard in that last round. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
Great work. I love that jab slip. Smart. Get your shots up. Don't give him anything. Go back out there.
You can't miss it. Great work. Stay focused. Don't let it...
You've completely switched off. Get your mind back on the job. That was a terrible...
And there's the bell for round 9. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
Perfect counter lands. He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Jab does not score. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Failing to score with that right hook. You don't want to trade shots. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. See that again. Some amazing boxing right there.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. Comfortable.
Let's talk about Leonard in that last round. It's not over till it's over, but that knockdown is going to be huge.
You're being put down. You've got to think right. Survive and then give it back.
There's the bell to start round 10. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
The work rate is down. The head isn't moving as well, Johnny. Fatigue is starting to set in.
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
They've got to use their jab better in this fight. And that jab just missed with the left hand. How do they use this fighter's aggression against them?
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown a shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
They better start respecting each other's punching power. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Some might have thought it was a little bit closer, but in the end, the referees are in a unanimous agreement.
This is the last thing we expected. What a fight, what a style, what a pace to get a unanimous decision. That is mad. I didn't see that coming. I thought this would be tight. This is nowhere near tight.